50-44 is the final score, and we're joined right now by the head coach of the Mountaineers, Bob Huggins. And Huggs, congratulations. That was exactly what we had expected. And you just looked at the stat sheet and you just jolted your head back. What number did you just see that you're laughing at right there?
We shot 28% and won.
I know, that's what I said to Jay. Yeah.
You're right.
Huggs, that was a game now, huh?
That was a good game.
Yeah, you know, we started at the half just doing dumb things, you know, just we don't get back one time, it ends up a three-point play, and we chase a down screen away from the ball, which you never chase a down screen away from the ball, and they curl it for a layup, and we kind of turned them loose. And then we started, you know, keep talking to them about rotations, and I thought we made some great rotations to come up with some key plays and key steals. And Dennis actually wasn't very good on the offensive end, was as good as he's been defensively in a long, long time. I mean, he really helped us at the defensive end.
Absolutely.
Well, KJ makes a huge block. Huge block.
Strip, that's true. They forgot about, we haven't even mentioned that one yet. He stripped him clean. They had a situation there where it looked like he was going to go up for a dunk, and as he does well, he stripped him on his way up.
Yeah. No, he's a special guy. He's, 18 and 11. He started out shooting it really well, and you know, it's a lot of contact. A lot of contact. You know, when there's that much contact, it has a tendency to bring the ball down. You got to really work hard at getting it over the rim. And Truck finally got some calls going to the basket. I mean, there have been games, quite honestly, when he's got knocked down like that, and there weren't calls. And
you're right.
He got some calls, which was great.
Tell me, Huggs, about the charge down there late.
Gary did a great job. I wasn't sure James was going to call it. It was kind of like he was thinking about it. But I mean, I thought it was a charge from where I'm standing. I thought it was obvious charge.
But you normally don't get that call on the road in that situation.
Yeah, but you got a couple guys, and Timmy and Ed have been doing this for a long, long time. And they're just gonna call the game the way they want to call the game.
I think when we look at a big play in this game with 1 second on the clock right in front of us, the pump fake by Truck, drawing the fouls right there, because we were struggling at that point right there. He brought us right back to within one because he makes all of them.
Well, we're going to struggle when we can't make a perimeter shot. I mean, Jabari gets 2 wide open threes, and they're neither one are close. Hey, Doug, how are you?
You know Doug?
A little bit.
Good.
That's it. He's not doing as well as he was about 2 hours ago. That's the athletic director of South Florida.
He'll be fine.
What are we talking about?
Talking about
the not making shots.
No, yeah, we just didn't make any shots. KJ had a couple wide open, shots that he generally knocks down that didn't go down. It makes it ugly.
Huggs, any of these numbers other than the fact that you shot 28 from the field stand out to you? Rebounding, you win that 36-31. 13 are your rebounds on the offensive glass. Second chance points, 10-2. Your turnovers, Huggs, just 8. And
most of those were early.
Yeah, 2 in the second half, only 2, I think.
2 in the second half.
Most of those came early. The rebounding thing, I think we were, up 5 or 6, I think, at halftime. And to continue to rebound it with that group as athletic and long as they are, and play 3 guards, because we played 3 guards the majority of the second half, we did a pretty good job.
I think one of the things that stood out to me is through all the little things, you didn't guard here, you didn't guard there, and you didn't curl or you didn't get back, you did play hard for 40 minutes. I really thought you did, Huggs.
Well, I didn't think we started the half, Jay. I mean, we give a curl on a down screen, and I mean, all they're doing is down screening to try to get the post guy open. They're not down screening to score, and then we chase it. I mean, now we're behind the guy chasing him around, and they shoot a layup. And
yeah, but you corrected that because you got the person responsible out.
Well, not until after he didn't get back down the floor.
No.
Huggs, put this one in perspective for us. Last ever Big East Conference game for you in the regular season. I knew you felt that the Mountaineers were in regardless, but now there's no question you're 19-12 and you're 9-9.
This is our 20th, I believe, 20th game against top 100 people in the RPI, and I believe we're 10-10. This is which is the most in the country, by the way. the most games against, and depending on what Villanova does today, they could get into the top 100, and that would make it. No, actually, this is 21, I think. I think this is 21, and that would make 22. So, 22 of 31 games playing top 100 and people in the RPI. I mean, there isn't any question, and this is another top 50 game and another top 50 win. So, I don't think there's any doubt. But I just told them, I mean, as long as we're having fun, let's just go ahead and win in New York. Let's just go to New York and win. And I think we're guaranteed to be 9th. We could be 8th. Correct. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Yes.
So we either play Tuesday or Wednesday, and, I think we can go win some more games.
This club feel pretty good about themselves now, and added their guys all together now.
But more importantly than that, I felt better about them.
I'm not counting you, man.
The heck with them. I felt better, and I told Tony before the game that I felt like we had as good a practice yesterday as we've had in months. I thought. No, I told you. I think we're going to come in here and win. And I told them. I said, fellas, I think we're going to come in. We're going to go down there and win. And you try to psychologically do whatever you can do, but what I said to them is the truth. When people say it's the biggest game in 20 years and all that, it kind of shows, I guess, where we are as a program, because we don't have those kind. I mean, we've played everybody in the world, and top 10 team. I think we played 3 top 10 teams consecutively one year, in this league. So,
yes.
There's not any game that's really bigger than another one. There's games like today where you really need to win, so you're not nervous on Sunday. But I feel good about where we are, and those guys actually they were in there. They were kind of laughing about biggest game in 20 years, $10 tickets. They were in there laughing.
Now, who would be leading that? Truck Bryant?
No, actually, Dominic Rutledge.
Dominic like that.
Dom decided he got 4 fouls today. He could speak.
Yeah. He helped you out.
Yeah, he did.
He had a good night. Made a couple rebounds.
Made a big block.
Yeah, he did.
I'll tell you what, now he's playing hard. He's starting to get it.
Big drive for us in the first half.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. You ever won a game shooting 28% from the field?
Yeah, but not many. Not many. We won some when I had Hicks and Maxfield. We won some shooting that bad.
Yeah, but teams don't win.
But those two guys were. I mean, they were gorillas. Now they were on that rim. Mm-hmm. Actually, Max, the score was tied. We missed a shot, and Maxfield rebounded and got fouled and made 1 out of 2, and we win by 1.
You know what? You did a good job on Anthony Collins before you get out here. You really pinched him, didn't you? Gary Brown.
We want to keep him out of the lane.
Yeah, he did a good job.
We let him in the lane.
A couple times.
And I tell you, when he gets it in the lane, he's good. He shoots that floater as well as anybody that we've played. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not talking about this year, but anybody that.
Soft.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
See, JD couldn't make this.
Couldn't.
No.
Hugs.
JD's supposed to have been here. I think.
He's right behind us. He's waiting.
Now, Hugs, you did a nice job there. I mean, you denied Collins the opportunity to get the ball there, and you didn't use it early. You didn't use it. I mean, but you a couple of times you did. That struggle. They had to call that timeout there.
Yeah. Well, they had to call timeout because they couldn't get the ball off the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have a lot of guys left on it, and when you look down that bench, it's a lot thinner than I think what people think it is, because, you can't lose. And I told the TV guys, they were like, what about this and that? And I said, well, let's be honest, we lost, would have been our third big. I mean, maybe somebody would have passed them, but when the season started, Pat Forsythe was our first big off the bench. Right. Kevin Noreen was a second big off the bench, and Dominic Rutledge was a third big off the bench. And if those two guys don't go down, maybe Dom passes them, maybe he doesn't, but that's a big loss.
Yeah,
it's a big loss.
Yeah. So on to New York we go.
Yes, sir.
New York
with a bounce in our step, 2 wins in a row.
Monday.